Good evening. My name is Yvette Flynn Girardi, and I'm the career specialist at Hudson High School. Today, I'm going to be talking about different pathways that can be taken right after high school, some of which can lead to high wage, high demand careers. I will also discuss some resources that can help determine national labor market needs, to include those right here in Pasco County. The first thing to consider when determining the right pathway to a career is your skill set. Spend some time thinking about what you are good at. Are you creative? Are you persuasive? Believe it or not, skills like that are in high demand. You also want to think about what you enjoy. For example, are you someone that likes working with your hands? Or do you enjoy being outside? Would you consider yourself a people person? Or do you prefer to work independently? At the end of my presentation, I will share a resource called Florida Shines that can help to determine your strengths and interests through quizzes. And the results will align you with different career choices to match them. You are far more likely to be successful in a career that you actually enjoy. As they say, if you love what you do, you'll never work a day in your life. There are three pathways that could be taken after high school. You can go right into the workforce, enlist in the military, or attend a post secondary institution, which could include technical school, community college, or university. I will be discussing each option in this presentation. Going right to work is a pathway that can allow a person to explore different fields that they might be interested in. It is also a way to save money since you will not be paying tuition. However, there are some companies that will offer tuition vouchers or tuition reimbursement. The drawback to this pathway is that it can be more difficult to move up as you will likely be in competition with others that have received training and or more education. Therefore, it really is more of a job versus a career, and thus not usually a pathway that leads to high earning potential. I have also found that it's very difficult for most people to go back to school once they have gone directly into the workforce. Of course, there are always exceptions to this, and for some, it is an option that works best for them. Technical school allows students a variety of career paths that do not require the amount of time and money that would be needed to be invested into a college or university. When considering what field you want to go into, align your interests and skills with the career that is in high demand. The Pasco Economic Development Council has amazing resources to help determine areas such as these right here in Pasco County. I will share this resource with you as well. You want to make sure that the industry you're being certified in has growth potential, especially in the area you plan to live. Marchman Technical College is located in West Pasco and offers an array of great programs ranging from cosmetology, marine mechanics, electrical, and cybersecurity. Another great thing about receiving a certificate from Marchman is that because they are local, they will help students to find jobs in Pasco County once they graduate. All that is needed is a high school diploma or a GED. Just be sure you put in your application on time, as these programs do fill up fast. Applications for Marchman open on March 1st. The military offers excellent opportunities for training and education. The first step is to take the ASVAB test. Many of the high schools offer this test during the school year. Juniors and seniors are encouraged to take it if they have an interest in enlisting or if they would like to engage in career exploration. The ASVAB can also be taken with a recruiter from a specific branch. The scores are used for entrance into the branches and will determine the type of job the student would be eligible for. I encourage students to talk to as many different branches as they can so they can determine the best fit for them. Of course, the military is not for everyone, so it is important to do your research. State colleges are another excellent alternative for students looking for a cost efficient option for post secondary education. They offer a variety of career program options. Whether you want to train for immediate entry into the workplace, change careers, or update your professional skills, be job ready and success bound. Many fast track programs provide education and training. Some programs can be completed in little as one semester. There are also program options for students who want to transfer on to a four-year college or university and pursue a bachelor's degree. PHSC is local, so many of our students opt to attend there. However, there are other options in somewhat close proximity that may offer different programs. These schools include SBC and HCC. A university bound student needs to take several things into consideration, just besides what they want to major in. Although that, of course, is important, many universities will offer very similar four-year programs. A prospective student should try and visit different campuses to see if they picture themselves going there. They should consider the size. Do they like that small hometown feel? Or would they prefer a huge campus that looks and feels like a city and offers an enormous variety of campus activities? How far away from home do they want to be? Do they want a private school or a public school? And what does that mean financially? It is recommended that students choose at least four different schools that fit the criteria that they want to apply to. Students also need to consider what the university is looking for. Hopefully, students will begin thinking about this early on in high school because the GPA they earn as a freshman will affect what their final transcript looks like. It is important to mention that the GPA earned by the end of the junior year will be the GPA used to apply to university with. Getting into university is very competitive. Thousands of students apply every year, and there's typically about a 50% acceptance rate, depending on the school. Universities analyze more than just GPA itself. They will want to see a variety of rigorous courses on the transcript, high ACT or SAT scores, and some look at the extracurricular activities that students are involved in. That is why we recommend that students begin a resume and keep up with it throughout high school so that they will have all their activities and achievements recorded. Every year, the state university system, which is comprised of the 12 Florida public schools, compile a matrix. This matrix includes the averages of admitted students from the year prior. I like to show this to students so they can see what the universities are looking for. However, it is important to note that just because you don't fall in these averages, it does not mean you will not be admitted. According to data from the US Bureau of Labor Statistics, earnings increase and unemployment decreases as educational attainment rises, and that those with more education have higher earnings and lower rates of unemployment than those with less education. To summarize the different post secondary option, this graphic gives examples of the different degrees, admission criteria, and some examples of the institutions. For example, we can see that I can receive an Associate of Science degrees at both Marchman and PHSC, but they offer very different programs. If after doing some research I find that heating, ventilation, and air conditioning, HVAC, work has a very positive job outlook in Pasco, and it's a career that I'm interested in, then Marchman would be the best fit for me. I could also research and find that nursing has an equally high job outlook and aligns with my passion to help people. So I can choose to begin my degree in nursing at PHSC by either getting a certificate after completing their LPN program, or I can attain a 2-year associate in science degree and become a registered nurse, an RN. These are just two examples of the hundreds of programs that are offered right here in Pasco County. My Florida Shines is a resource that I referred to earlier in the presentation. It is one utilized by career specialists in the schools to help students to discover their interests and skill set. It is a great resource, and it's free to every student in Pasco County. WorkforceConnectPasco.com is a website created by the Pasco Economic Council, and it is another great resource that helps with connecting employers with job seekers in the area. It is also a great way to research the market trends in Pasco County, as well as career projections. The last resource that I would like to talk about are the awesome career specialists that are housed in each one of our high schools here in Pasco County. They can help with your college application process, SAT, ACT testing, scholarships, financial aid, military recruitment, any post graduation planning, careers and trades, and resume and interview skills. I hope that you found this presentation helpful. I know it was packed with a lot of information. There will be a live Q&A after this presentation, and of course, you can always reach out to your student's career specialist at their school, and they will be happy to help you. Have a great evening, and thank you for participating in Pasco's first ever virtual college and career fair.